Welcome to Meet Your Moderator. My name is Michael Mulkey, and today my guest is Rita Desnoyers-Garcia. Rita has been helping people reach their true potential for over 30 years. She has a BA in psychology from College of Holy Cross and MSSW from Columbia University. After a long career as a social worker in New York City, and while raising her family, she had a spiritual transformation. She is now a spiritual teacher, speaker, life coach, and author, comedian, and musician. She is the author of 3 books, Extraordinary Abundance, Outside of the Box Love Experiments, and the Self-Compassion Project, and the creator of the Forest Meditations. You can find out more about Rita's work and offerings at www.becomingawake.com. She lives with her husband and 3 children in New Jersey. So thank you, Rita, for taking the time to be with us today. You know, we really appreciate all the hard work and time spent behind the scenes with, running this health and wellness professionals practitioners group and to keep things running smoothly. But it's really hard to get to know someone. And we thought that maybe members of this community deserve a peek kind of behind the curtains. Mm-hmm. So we've developed a set of questions that have been scientifically designed to get to the innermost recesses of one's soul. Now, Rita's never heard these questions before. You have 3 seconds to answer each question or to start your response. Okay. So are you ready?
I'm ready. Thanks for having me on, Michael.
Yes, no, I'm very grateful. So in The Importance of Living, Arthur Lin Tang says that if you spend a perfectly useless afternoon in a perfectly useless manner, you have learned to live. How do you spend a perfectly useless afternoon, Rita?
Oh, wow. This is a good one. I would say a perfectly useless afternoon would have to have a walk in it. I love to walk. I love spending time in nature, which I think is useful personally, but so something to do with nature, something to do with walking. I also love being creative. So if I'm cooking or writing music or, practicing my ukulele or the drums, or that's like a great afternoon for me.
Excellent. Excellent. So what is your favorite nonfiction book?
Oh, that's a hard one because there's so many I love. I love the Byron Katie book, Loving What Is. Mm-hmm. I also love The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I also love The Road Less Traveled. So there's a theme there I think you can see.
Absolutely. It's like you're reading off my bookcase. I love it. Good. Can you cry underwater?
Have you been peeking through my bathroom window? Of course you can cry underwater. I think you're going to get a nose full of water, though. I mean, I think you're going to feel like you're drowning, but
you're sobbing underwater.
Yeah, I think you can tell. I think I've probably done that in my teenage years, hiding from something, just going under. So yes, I think it's totally possible to cry underwater.
Love it. So it's your last meal. What would be your choice for your last meal?
Oh, okay. So I feel like I get to eat my last meal all the time because I love what I eat. But I would say for sure, some sort of like seafood or steak. And I would love lots of vegetables, like salads and sauteed vegetables, like bok choy is one of my favorite vegetables. I know that sounds like really nerdy, but like sauteed bok choy and something really fatty is amazing. And then of course, if it's my last meal, I gotta have dessert. So I would have something really decadently chocolate, like a molten lava cake or I don't know, some sort of like really dense ganache. I think,
Mhm.
yeah. So chocolate definitely would be in
I
there, and a
know.
nice espresso.
Right. That's great. That sounds bok choy is one of my favorites too. And one of the things that you just have to buy so much of it because it cooks down, and you lose all the herbs.
I'm growing it in my garden now, so I am.
Oh,
It's to die for. I love it. It's
yeah.
great.
All right. So why do they call them free gifts? Aren't all gifts free?
Oh, I like that. I would say when your intention really is to give a gift, meaning you're not expecting anything back, I think, yes, a free gift is kind of repetitive. But I think in a lot of the world, when people give gifts, there's usually strings attached, maybe not even consciously. So what do they say? There's no such thing as a free lunch.
Right.
Someone's paying or there could be you're paying in some way. So I think sometimes I like to receive gifts as free, as completely like, thank you so much, and there's no obligation. But I think in our society, a lot of times there is that underlying, I'm giving this freely to you with no strings, but sometimes there are strings attached. So
Right,
I've experienced both of those. Okay.
Very good. All right. So what's your rock star name? Now, with this one, I'm going to give you a little bit of, so there's three traditional ways to get to your rock star name. And you may
Okay.
have heard these. One is take your middle name and the name of your first pet, put them together for your rock star name. Or you can substitute your first pet's name, the name of the street you grew up on. Or, and usually the best one is take your pet's first name and your grandmother's last name and put them together. And then you pick the funniest. So which one would you be your rock star name?
I think the middle one. So my first pet was Sam. So I would say Sammy Belmont would
That's a
be my
good one.
rock star name. Yeah. I like that one.
All right. Then the last question is, what superpower would you like to have and why?
You mean one that I don't already have, Michael? What superpower would I want to have and why? I would say power of flight, like just being, because I used to dream when I was a kid, I would dream of just running and taking off.
Right.
And I used to try it as a kid. Like I wasn't sure if it was a dream or not. I didn't do anything crazy with that, but I would love to just be able to like run and take off. And I think part of it would be ease of travel, and it would be a great way to kind of check different things out really quickly before I dive into them. Like, oh, I think I'll check out the local fair and just kind of fly around and then decide if I want to go or not. Or so it'd be very convenient. It'd be for convenience sake.
Very much so. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, Rita, for being a good sport and allowing us to get you to know you a little bit better. If you're interested in connecting with Rita, you can find out more about her work and offerings at becomingawake.com. And I'll put the link in the chat for people to see. Thank you, everyone. This has been another episode of Meet Your Moderator.
Thank you, Michael.